Today I'm reviewing the Epson Pro EX9270 Wireless 1080p 3LCD projector with 4100 lumens of color and white brightness, Apple AirPlay and Miracast support, and dual HDMI ports. If at any point you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this projector in a variety of real-world settings, a moderately lit living room, a home office during the day, and a dedicated projection screen at night. This review reflects how it performs in everyday use rather than just spec numbers. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a tiny pocket LED projector meant for casual nights on the couch. It is not a 4K laser cinema device. And it's not a single-purpose classroom tool with limited connectivity. What it is a versatile 1080p projector with solid brightness, flexible wireless features, and straightforward setup that makes it useful in a range of lighting conditions and viewing environments. One of the first things you notice in everyday use is brightness. With around 4100 lumens of both color and white brightness, this projector pushes a vivid image even when ambient light is present. In a living room with daylight filtering through curtains or lamps on, the image stays visible and engaging. This isn't about pure cinema-level contrast, but it means you don't have to chase total darkness for comfortable viewing in most rooms. The 3LCD panel delivers balanced, natural color. Unlike single-chip projectors that can show rainbow effects or washed-out hues, this projector gives you consistent tones and skin tones that feel accurate rather than exaggerated. For everyday use, movies, series, slideshows, sports, that matters more than peak spec values. Image detail at 1080p feels sharp on screens between about 80 inches and 120 inches diagonal. Text, graphics, and fine details in films are clear without that soft or muddy look some projectors make at similar prices or brightness levels. Wireless features are practical rather than gimmicky. Support for Apple AirPlay and Miracast lets you cast from phones or laptops without dongles. Sending video from my phone to the big screen took a couple of taps, and playback stayed stable. Once connected, switching back and forth between apps or devices felt routine. Dual HDMI ports are another everyday convenience. Plugging a streaming box or game console alongside a laptop remains straightforward, and switching between sources doesn't feel like a chore. Sound isn't a showstopper in built-in projectors, and this one follows that pattern. On its own, the speaker is fine for dialogue or casual playback, but if you care about atmospherics or music impact, a dedicated soundbar or external audio system still makes a meaningful difference. Thermals and noise are grounded in real use. The projector runs warm after a couple hours of playback, but it never gets distracting, and the fan noise stays in the background rather than competing with the audio. Now let's be honest about limitations. This isn't a 4K cinema-grade projector. If you want pixel-level detail on giant screens from native 4K sources, stepping up to a 4K model or adding pixel-enhancing processing is worth considering. Contrast, while solid, isn't in the league of high-end home theater lasers. In very dark rooms where you want true black depth and cinematic tones, dedicated home theater projectors still outperform this. If your priority is ultra-quiet operation for overnight presentations or whisper-quiet viewing, there are projectors with low noise mode specifically tuned to that niche. This unit is good, but not whisper silent. Where this makes the most sense is for buyers who want a bright, visible image in rooms with ambient light, like wireless screencasting from phones and laptops, use multiple HDMI sources without juggling adapters, want balanced color and natural tones for everyday viewing. If your priority is pure cinema-grade depth or native 4K detail, higher-end projectors still lead those categories. Overall, the Epson Pro EX9270 feels practical and adaptable. It delivers bright, balanced images and flexible connectivity in real rooms more than it chases head-turning spec numbers. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.